Welcome to the Elements of Spirit reading for the element of water for the week of November 12th, 2017. Here we come. Here we are. Ooh, let's go. There's some water. This is the Riva in Croatia, which is like in Split, Croatia, which is kind of like this wild dock port place. And this is Diocletian's Palace and some dope graffiti. So here is where the Elements of Spirits are getting bid today. Come back, Palace. You're so pretty. So, okay, great. This is for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All of my watery brethren and sistren. Okay, well, I have a affirmation. Well, let's see if this is the affirmation. No, this is not the affirmation. Okay, cool, got it. So, by way of a reading, my love is a gift that needs nothing in return. Exchange is not love. Love is an offering. Okay, so there seems to be something in here, which is explaining the one-directional nature of love. Love is not something which can be given or taken. It can be offered, period. Expressed, right? One directional. And I often talk about the difference between the heart and the high heart, that the heart is when we learn to give and receive love, or when we learn to allow ourselves to give and receive love, and that the high heart, or the healer chakra, the soul chakra, whatever you want to call it, is when we start to learn lessons about just giving that love. And so what's interesting, I guess I've kind of thought about this, but the way it's being spun today is pretty emphatic. It's like, exchange is not love, right? Water signs, water element, we can get very exchangey, very mergey, very empathic, very intuitive, and energetically kind of boundaryless, because it's such an easy, permeable flow. And so as you're going around all week saying, I love you, which was the affirmation for yourself and for others in the ether reading, you're not waiting for something to come back to you. You know, it's not about, oh my God, look at how well I give this love and how much it's received. In a weird way, what we're learning is that the whole point of love is that love is an offering, whether it's from the heart or from the high heart, it's an offering. It's just that when you're practicing heart love, right, it is a more two-directional flow, because the miracle of love, true love, love and relationship, love and marriage, love and long-term, love and family, is that when it's true, when it's unconditional, right, you give and you're immediately replenished. This is why the heart is all about trust and faith and, taking that risk to offer your love and know that, if it's not replenished, maybe it's not love, but you're not offering it with the intent of replenishment. And so that's kind of the spiel of love. If we're talking about energy, right, exchange is not love. Love is an offering. Transaction, the idea of I give you this, you give me that, automatically it's not love. Love is unconditional. Love is free. Love is all, right? So if love is all, then how can it be given or taken or exchanged? Love is the medium, right? Love is the message. Love is the medium. Love is all we are. Not esoteric, literally. Like, love is the means through which all is connected. Love is truth, God is love, whatever you want to say, right? So in this case, as you're going around during the week and sharing that love with the world, you want to remember that as you say, I love you, there's no expectation. You need nothing exchanged. Love is an offering. And when I give you this affirmation now, hopefully it'll come into even greater focus. This is your affirmation. My love is a gift. My energy is precious. I am a precious gift of love. Okay? My love is a gift. My energy is precious. I am a precious gift of love. Okay? My love is a gift. My energy is precious. I am a precious gift of love. So that gives us a little bit more of a clue. There's sort of like in this, like, how to give your love freely without blurring the boundaries of self, because there is a lesson underneath this too, which is that your love is a gift and your energy is precious and you are a precious gift of love. So if you are giving your love and giving your love and giving your love and it's being exchanged or transacted or measured or weighed or qualified or quantified, that's so complicated. It's a lot simpler, right? I use an analogy. Okay, this is a great analogy. If you've worked with me in private, you may have heard this analogy before, so bear with me. The analogy is, if you imagine that you have, right, a well, right, and then you have a shot glass, or let's say a pint glass, and you have a bucket at the bottom of the well, right? The well is that never-ending supply of love. It's never-ending. The offering is the pouring of this bucket into this pint glass, right? One bucket might fill the pint glass, right? So now that pint glass is full. I've offered my love. I've poured myself out. My job is done. Offered. You have every right to continue filling the bucket and pouring that bucket into the pint glass as much as you want. It just keeps running over and over and over and over and over, like from the first time. So again, that's fine. You do that as much as you want. Keep that cup full. But just remember that at some point your arms might get tired from walking back and forth to this well, to this deep reserve of love and pouring it out. And, again, we're not transacting. There is no metric by which the love needs to be received. But if you're pouring your well water into any cup, right, and it's just sitting there, it's not being drunk, it's still fine, but at a certain point your arms might get so tired that you can't even give that love to yourself. And let's just say that. What if it's your cup? What if the goal is to fill the bucket from this never-ending well and fill up, your tank? And in that process, your cup runneth over. It's like, Sure, you could just dump it all into yourself and have a lot of fun. That's your prerogative. And that is love, baby. That is definitely love. But it's somehow more delicious, more satisfying if you get to drink that water. But then I'm getting this other image, which is that true love is, pouring it from one well into another, from my endless reserve of love into your endless reserve of love. But I don't really need you to replenish mine. But when you do, it's so fucking beautiful. It's like a miracle. There's so many reasons to not give and not allow yourself to receive. What a great way to work your muscles, right? To practice pouring the coolest water from your heart into the glasses of those that you love until you're fucking tired. Then take a break, sit down, chill. Don't worry about it. So all of that, little tangential, don't know, hopefully that connected to the reading. You've been with me long enough to know what kind of happens. In this case, the affirmation, my love is a gift, my energy is precious, I am a precious gift of love. So when I say I love you, I am giving that gift to you. And so just remember the beautiful value of that, and remember that it is an offering and that it is a gift, and that, you don't have to give gifts to every person you meet. You can prioritize and pick and choose, but in the end, it's in the offering. Offered with love. Offered with love to you. Bye. Oh, I won't see you next week, but I'll see you probably the week after, but maybe not until early December. We'll see. Ciao.